Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome back. Welcome back. Root Beer here, as usual, and I'm looking at question 14 on the 2009 Cayley contest. A positive integer larger than 2 is called composite if it's not prime. And remember, prime means that it only has two factors, 1 and itself. So 2, 3, 5, these are prime. 4 is not prime, so we might call it composite. 6 is composite. 1 is neither composite nor prime. It's a special number called a unit. You don't need to know about that, though. What is the smallest prime number that is the sum of three different composite numbers? Okay. So, prime numbers. If it's going to be a prime number and it's going to be a sum of three different composite numbers, and composite numbers are larger than 2, then I can assure you my prime number is not going to be 2. I mean, we can even look at these answers. One thing you might notice about all these numbers is just like almost every other prime, they are odd. 2 is the only even prime. So I've got a sum of three numbers. It's going to be odd. At least one of the three composite numbers must be odd as well, because if I had three even composite numbers, they would add up to an even number. Okay? So we might start thinking about things like, well, okay, we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can keep going for a while. But you might want to say, well, gee, what are some of the composite numbers? 4, but of course 2 and 3 are prime, 7 is prime. You basically just cross off all the primes here. So 6 is composite, 8, 9, 10. We don't get an odd composite number up until we hit 15, other than 9 here, and that's going to be the key. The fact that we've got 9 here, and if we look at all our potential answers, I mean 13 is the biggest. There's no way you're going to use 15, two of the smaller ones. 15 and maybe 2 4s if we were allowed it. Okay? But you're not going to be able to use 15, so it's going to have to be 9. So it's going to be 9 plus 2 other numbers. Okay, and that makes things a little interesting. We could say, okay, we've got 9. We can't use 9 again, but how about we go for small numbers? So 4 and 6. 4 and 6 is 10, and then 9 is 19. Hey, that's prime. And that's an answer of D. Can we get smaller? Well, we have to sit there for a moment and sort of reason. We need 9. Because we have to have an odd composite number. Maybe we could have multiples, and then, 15's back in the mix. But as soon as you do 9 and 15, you're already at 24, and that's way too big. So we've got to have 9, because we need to have an odd composite number, and that's the smallest one available. Okay. We're still shooting for small primes. So if you have to have the 9, really the only sort of variation you can have is the other two numbers. They've got to be composite, but we need to make them as small as possible. Well, 4 and 6 are the smallest possible composite numbers. So even if we could get other primes, which we can, we can get other primes, they will never be smaller than this 19. We have the 9 that's essential, and we have the two smallest other composites. So this has to be D19. And that takes care of the problem. So we'll just write down D. If this were an actual contest, we'd bubble it in on the Scantron sheet. But we'll leave it at that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to like or subscribe or leave a friendly comment. I will see you guys in the next video for question number 15.